So yesterday I went to the salon because I am way long overdue for a haircut. My hair was falling out and I just needed a trim. And usually I would want to get my wisdom hair colored. I posted about this actually a few months ago about how I had decided to grow out my wisdom hair as a way for me to heal some of these body, beauty, age-related image issues. I decided to, just grow out my wisdom hair to embrace and welcome the process of aging. So yesterday it felt a little too convenient to want to color my wisdom hair. And you guys, there's nothing wrong with coloring our wisdom hair. As a matter of fact, at some point I'm probably going to do it again. But this is an exercise for me to gain more self-awareness about the things that make me feel insecure or spur up some kind of fear or insecurity inside of me. And so I felt it bubbling up, and I decided that no, I am not going to succumb to it by just running away from the insecurity, because by covering my wisdom hair, it means that I'm just basically shoving down the insecurity and covering it up. And I've gone through a lot in the last 3 years to come face to face with the things that make me feel not great about myself. And so I decided that I am not going to run away from this insecurity, and I'm going to continue on with my journey. And I share this because I think this is such a reflection of so many other tendencies that I have witnessed about myself. My tendency to want to run away from the things that I fear, from the things that make me feel uncomfortable, and certainly from the things that have once made me feel insecure. And if I continue to run away from them, then I'm not actually healing it. I continue to become a victim to these experiences. And so I share this because when we notice these kinds of tendencies popping up in the small things, it means that there is a likelihood that we are also doing these in the things that actually mean something. Like, I don't know, these things kind of express itself very uniquely for every person. But just, I share this because I want to let you guys know that these emotions are real, and it's still okay. I've been talking a lot about triggers and the importance of not running away from them, or not blaming the other person, or not blaming our circumstance, because these are emotional patterns that are already sitting inside of our body. And if we don't allow it to fully process, we will continue to become victim of it. So for now, we will continue on with our journey towards growing out my wisdom hair. I'm excited to, eventually, fully let this go and fully embrace this. And I will probably color my hair at some point, but I don't want to do it from the vantage point of running away from insecurity, but just because it's just a preference. And how do you know, right? I get this question a lot. How do you know if it's an insecurity or if it's just a preference? Well, for one, if it's a preference, you'll feel a sense of calm and peace around it. It's kind of like, I prefer pickles over carrots. There's no emotional attachment, or you don't feel emotionally activated. You know that you're running away from an emotional activation when you feel a contraction inside of your body, or you feel activated in some way. And I certainly knew that yesterday I was feeling activated. So anyway, I thought that I'd share that piece of insight. I hope this helps you guys. I want to continue to even talk about the little things in life, because when we can start to transform the areas of our lives that are actually accessible, then we will have the courage to transform the things that actually are meaningful and matter in our lives. Love and light, guys, as usual.